What's up, everybody? If you're new to the channel, I'm all about lawn care. I teach you how to cut that grass. I teach you how to make money, build your business, live a better life. I have tons of videos on my YouTube page. If you guys want to check those out, if you're new to the channel, please consider liking and subscribing to the video. I'd really appreciate it. Help me grow. Putting videos up pretty consistently, about 3 to 5 videos a week so far. I'm going to keep that up and I'm going to keep that going. But today's video, we're talking about why you should not be buying these right here. These things right here. Residential mowers are just not the play. So up on screen here, I'm going to put a couple residential mowers from Lowe's. So the very first one that we're going to be looking at, it's the John Deere S100 42-inch, 7.5 horsepower, and that one's coming in at a price of $2,399. A lot of you are going to be buying mowers here shortly. You got springtime coming. People are going to be wanting to cut their grass. So obviously Lowe's and Home Depot and those big box stores, they're going to start pushing those lawnmowers towards the front. They're going to start offering deals on them. The next one on the list is the Craftsman T110, and that one's a 42-inch. And a couple of things I just want to touch on real quick when looking at these lawnmowers is the Craftsman has a 3.5 star rating out of 1,800 reviews. The John Deere has a 4-star rating out of 1,350 reviews. Okay, so these are two pretty big top sellers. The national average for how long people spend on their mowers or mowing their grass is 60 to 70 hours per year. That's what most people on average, and I know some of you guys are less, some of you guys are more. This is just the national average to kind of give you guys a little bit of an idea. These mowers, excluding the John Deere, so most of your Craftsman, and then I think I might have put a Home Depot also has a Murray. So I know there's also some like Cub Cadets and stuff like that at Lowe's, but we'll get to those here in just a second. The reason why I don't like them is, the biggest thing is you got stamped decks on the bottom of them. Stamped decks meaning sheets of metal just run through an assembly line and a machine pushes them down and then moves on to the next one. There's a huge difference between a stamped deck and a fabricated deck. The metal is going to be just astronomically thicker when you're talking about a fabricated deck. A deck that was physically actually put together, man-made decks. When you're mowing grass, unless you have beautiful lush lawns, and that only helps a little bit, you're going to be sucking sand up into your decks when you're mowing. And that sand is just, it's literally just sandblasting the bottom of those decks. That's one of the reasons why I say don't buy these residential pieces of crap. Those crappy mowers that you see, those Craftsmans, those Murrays, they are only going to last you 400 to 500 hours. John Deere, which is insane when I did the research on it, it said that they typically last 1,000 to 1,500 hours. Most mowers are going to be 500 hours max, and you're going to start getting gaskets breaking, your oil filters are going to start taking craps on you, your belts are going to go out, your decks are going to get holes blown inside of them. Everybody has a cracked seat or holes in their seats. It's just, there's so many things on a residential mower. Once it starts creeping up to that 200, 300, 400 hour mark, it just starts going downhill. Your cuts start getting worse. Your decks will actually start becoming uneven. Up on the screen, I'm going to show you some of the Home Depot ones. This is the Murray. This is $2,000. This is 19 horsepower, 540 cc. Like, oh my goodness. It's 42 inches deck. Same thing, it's got a crappy stamped deck on it. And then also, you got the John Deere, or the Cub Cadet XT1, 46-inch, 23 horsepower. So you're getting a little bit better because it's got the Kohler, and it's also got the 23 horsepower. And horsepower means a lot when it comes to lawn care and taking care of your grass. That one's at $2,599 for that Cub Cadet. That's insane. You're talking about a mower that's going to last somewhere between like 500 and 800 hours. For 2,600 bucks, that's crazy. Below that, you got the John Deere S140, and that's a 48-inch deck with the 22 horsepower. And I mean, these horsepowers are just nuts. But look at the price on that one. It's $2,900, $2,899. Both getting in 4-star reviews. That's just crazy. Then you got to add another few $100s on taxes there, and then if you you know they're going to ask you to buy the warranty. So I wanted to throw those pictures up there. Those are some of the residential mowers. Those are some of the most popular ones that are sold throughout the years in the springtime. And I really want to just steer you guys away from those residential mowers. And of course, you're going to say, well, what am I supposed to buy? And there's always a better option. And I'll tell you a couple right now. Home Depot and Lowe's both sell zero-turn mowers that are decent for the money. You can always tell what a residential mower is. Okay, not always, but 99% of the time, a residential mower and a commercial mower, you can tell just by looking at the deck. Is the deck stamped? Is it rounded? Does it look really thin? Or is it fabricated? If it's fabricated, good chance it's commercial, or it's entry-level commercial. Lowe's, I'm gonna pop up a picture here real quick, show you guys. They have the John Deere 54-inch, but it's still 23 horsepower. But this one, the zero turn, it's $3,899. But it has a 4.5-star review. That's the fabricated deck on that one as well too. All right, okay, so on that John Deere zero turn, I didn't see anything about it saying commercial, but it does have a fabricated deck. More than enough for a residential property. So those of you that do have bigger properties and stuff like that, I would, you know, consider these. But again, at that $3,900 price range, then you're gonna have to add the few $100s on tax on top of it. And then if you want, you're probably gonna have to get that warranty. Those mowers are going to run a lot longer. You're going to be getting 1,000, 15, 2,000 hours on these machines. They're so much better and faster too when you're cutting your lawns, the zero turns. But then you also have below that the Craftsman one, which is 22 horsepower, and that one's running at $3,199 right now because it says you can save $100. That's insane. Those are insane prices. With that being said, now I'm going to tell you why you need to stay away from those and why you should do this instead. I went onto my Facebook Marketplace. I know, hold on a second, don't kill me. And up on the screen, I'm gonna put the first mower that I found in my area. I actually have this exact same mower. This is the Right Stander ZK 61-inch deck. This one has, how many hours are on this one? This one has 1,750 hours. So for $4,500, this mower, brand new, is $13,500. Amazing mowers. These things are phenomenal. These decks are so thick. This deck doesn't even look like it has very much wear on it at all. So you're going to be cutting down your mow times like astronomically. I mean, you're doing about 60 to 70 hours a year. With this 61-inch mower, you're going to be cutting it, you know, it down to at least 40 to 50 hours. And these things are amazing at mulching too. And then also, this mower gets an oil change every 100 hours. So you're only doing an oil change like once every 2 years. Super easy to maintain this one too, and it can run. It's gonna keep on running. And I know for a fact that you can get dealer support for these mowers way easier than you can if you went to Lowe's and got a Craftsman one. Much easier. Also, this guy has a price point of $4,500. I can almost guarantee you if you went up to him and you said, I'll give you 32, you guys might actually come up with a deal and you might get it for about $3,500, maybe less. And then now I'm gonna put another one up on the screen. This is gonna be the Exmark E-Series 54-inch deck. 90% of the people in the lawn mowing industry are gonna tell you that Exmark is the king. And you can see he's got new blades on here, new tires, runs and mows perfectly. And I believe him, because these mowers are amazing. I found that mower and the other one I just showed you within minutes, and I'm gonna show you another one right here. I'm gonna pop it up on the screen. This is the 2009 John Deere. And he even went as far as to put commercial in there because he knows commercial is important. So this is a 48-inch commercial mower. This thing is just clean. Sitting in a garage its whole life, absolutely. Sitting at 1,600 hours, which is nothing for a commercial mower. Good running mowing machine, 25 horsepower, absolutely beautiful mower. Those of you that like your John Deeres. But look at the price. $2,750. Dude, I swear if you offered this guy $2,000, you might be able to come up with a deal about $2,200. It's irritating that these big box companies are selling these junk mowers. So I just wanted to show you guys a couple of pictures of what I found. That John Deere is a great mower. The Wright's a great mower. The Exmark's a great mower. Those are three huge names in the commercial mowing industry. they're all commercial mowers. So they're all gonna need far less oil changes. You don't have to worry about the hydros, the clutches, the belts, the deck, the tires. I think all three of those actually have run flat caster wheels on the front. So if you do the math, 60 to 70 hours a year on your mower, on a residential mower like those Craftsmans and stuff we've seen, and then you pair that up with, now you're running a bigger deck commercial mower that runs better. It's not gonna break down as much. You're gonna save money in the long run, because with those Craftsmans that you buy at Lowe's and Home Depot and stuff like that, you are gonna end up buying one of those every 3 to 4 years. And then you're gonna end up putting parts and you're gonna be fixing them all the time. So by the time, like let's say 5-10 years goes by, you've already been through 2 of those mowers. And we've already seen what inflation looks like. They might be about $3,000, $4,000 right now, but 5 years down the road, they're probably gonna be $6,000, $7,000. That's just the way inflation keeps going. So, but if you buy one of those commercial mowers right now, you don't have to worry about buying a mower ever again. Those mowers are gonna easily give you another 5, 6, 7, 800 hours. And if they're well maintained and taken care of, which they're really simple and very easy to do, and 99% of the time there's a dealer around you who's gonna handle a John Deere, a Wright, or an Exmark, you're gonna be great. You're gonna be saving so much money. You're not gonna have to pay that tax. You're not gonna have to worry about your mower taking a crap on you halfway through your yard. It's a way better option to buy one of these commercial mowers off of Facebook. $3,000, you can get yourself a nice commercial mower, and the cut quality is going to be phenomenal on that commercial mower. It's going to be way faster, like astronomically faster, to cut your grass, because you're not going to have to be doing these stupid turns. Oh, that's another thing. You're going to be able to stripe your yard beautifully. It's going to be looking professional in no time. So with that being said, I really hope you guys liked the video. If you did, please do me a huge favor and smash that like button. If you're new to the channel, consider subscribing. And if you want to know how I make $500 a week mowing commercial properties, there's going to be a video right there. And then click this button if you want to subscribe to the channel. Appreciate it, guys. Peace.